This is the Washington Times front page for Monday, February 5th, 2024. Thanks for starting your week with us. I'm George Gerbo. A group of senators has revealed a new border security deal that supporters say would end the catch and release cycle of illegal immigrants at the southern U.S. border. Stephen Dinan, Ramsey Touchberry, and Alex Miller report the bill would expand the government's deportation force, try to speed up immigration court hearings, and give the president new powers to block illegal immigrants at the border, though only after the rate averages more than 4,000 migrants a day. Many of the provisions revive the Trump-era policies that the Biden administration spent years erasing, and specifically rein in tools used to loosen enforcement, such as parole. Republican leaders in the House indicated their opposition, saying the deal still allows a minimum level of illegal immigration and includes automatic work permits for those who are caught and released. The dispute between the U.S. and Iran is growing hotter, with the Biden administration promising more military action and Iran warning the U.S. to stay away. An onslaught designed to stop Iran-backed groups targeting American interests started Friday with an air assault in Iraq and Syria, followed by a U.S. and British attack Saturday on 36 Houthi targets in Yemen, Ryan Lovelace reports. National security officials said the moves represented round one in their response to the drone strike that killed 3 U.S. troops in Jordan on January 28th. National Security Council spokesperson John Kirby and National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan said more military action will come. State election officials are asking the Supreme Court to be wary of allowing states to kick former President Trump off the election ballot this year, saying that granting them that power threatens to create tit-for-tat retaliation. Alex Swarry reports Missouri Secretary of State Jay Ashcroft led 10 other secretaries in cautioning the justices to tread lightly on the Constitution's insurrection clause, which Colorado officials and other Trump opponents are using to deny him a spot on the ballot. Analysts say the danger is that if Democratic state officials deny Trump a ballot position, Republican officials will do the same to President Biden. The Crime Prevention Research Center has released data into mass shootings in America over the past 25 years. Stephen Dinan reports the center calculated 101 mass public shootings from 1998 to 2023, using a higher threshold to define a mass shooting than others. The study said Black and Middle Eastern shooters significantly outstrip their percentage of the population, and Hispanics are disproportionately victimized in the shootings. Among other findings, the center said 20% of mass public shooters served in the military, and roughly half of them had seen a mental health professional, yet they were not identified as threats. And finally, Seth MacLaughlin takes a look at the array of third-party candidates that are winning access to be on the presidential ballot in November. Independent candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has qualified for the ballot in Utah and recently collected the signatures needed to do the same in New Hampshire. Fellow independent presidential candidate Cornel West is making ballot inroads, while No Labels, the group laying the foundation for a bipartisan unity ticket, is on the ballot in more than a dozen states. The Green Party and Libertarian Party also have secured ballot access in several states, including key battleground states. Find all today's front page stories at WashingtonTimes.com/front page or on the Washington Times app, and find us wherever you get your podcasts. Just search Washington Times in your favorite podcast app. You can also find us on social media at Wash Times for breaking news, sports, commentary, and more. For the Washington Times, I'm George Gerbo.